welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share just something I've been thinking a lot about lately. As you guys know, I am about 9 months post my full recovery from the health recovery. I don't have any symptoms and everything physically and mentally went back to normal. However, I've realized something through this experience and this journey is that, and it's something pretty important, is that this health crash journey was just almost like a symptom of certain personality traits I have that are extreme, and certain just practice habits of how I operate. And I think that it was actually a golden opportunity to have, I know it sounds so weird to say, but to have that health crash that was so severe and for so long, and all the struggles and challenges that I went through, and then all the stuff that I realized and took a look at within myself, like for real, for the first time in my life. It was like a golden opportunity for me to actually have a chance to become like more of the person that I want to be, more like able to manifest the life that I want to have, the career, the success, the abundance, the love, the excitement and the inspiration and the creativity, like all that was very much blocked off by these key things about my personality and how I lived my life and the struggles that I've had. It's such a great thing to realize that for myself, and what that has done for me is that it has allowed me, or what the health crash journey has done for me is that it allowed me to have no other choice but to actually take a look at these very important things about myself and to make the changes and to look into it, to understand it, and to really be aware of what all this is about for me, and most of all, refining what I want out of myself and out of my life, like even more than before. Not that I was ever like a unaware person, or like I've always been a self-reflecting person, but regardless, there are parts of yourself that are more challenging to take a look at. There's deeper parts of yourself that is buried under a lot more things that you have to kind of have something like this happen to you to like be in the space to like really take a look at yourself. I am really happy in a way. I know it was so challenging, and I don't want to say this to kind of add any pressure or create some kind of irritation for those of you who are going through it still. My purpose of saying this is actually to remind you that there's obviously full recovery, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, and beyond that there's actually an extra bonus, like the gold you find like underneath the rainbow after the storm. And that is this new opportunity I have now to like really work on myself and really live the way I truly want to live, and choose and make the choices that are more in resonant with who I truly am, and have the space now to really go after, and the clarity also to really go after what my dreams and my desires for this life. So I just really want to share that because I feel so inspired about that, and now have even more ideas for my channel and more things I want to share. Continue to provide information on my health crash recovery because I have a huge audience base on that. I know you guys like it when I share tips and info and my experience on it. I will keep doing that, but I also want to lead, and if not anyone else, for myself to continue to find optimization for myself in all areas, and using that recovery journey as a platform to launch myself into more of who I want to be and have more of the life that I want to live. And I hope that for all of you as well, because I think this health crash recovery journey doesn't have to be just an awful thing that you recover from. It could be such a launching place for you to get into more of the you and more of your dreams and desires. With that said, today I want to jump into a subject about perfectionism and how that has related to the health crash recovery and also myself and my journey forward. Since as a very young child, toddler, I remember that I used to get these drawing pads of like nice white paper. And without any influence by anyone else, this was just like in my nature, I would, like as a child, I would tear out the pages that had like little imperfection in it. Like, cause some pages aren't like pure white. Like they might have like a little gray dot or something. There's imperfections in everything. But as a child, it was so like I just would tear out those pages and I didn't want to use those. Like it was a thing for me. And that's very much how I've been throughout my childhood. And it creates a lot of anxiety and stress, that strive for perfectionism, which is an illusion because there is no perfect. I just carried on through my teenage years, growing up, and then my adulthood, and then, and so eventually that added to the health crash I had because it just gathered up so much momentum of stress to upkeep all that, try to be perfect. And I was not at all perfect. It was just never gonna happen. And that was something I really took a look at going through the recovery journey and also now after. And it's just really nice to like be okay now. Like you don't have to wait until you lost 3 more pounds, or you don't have to wait until you've earned an extra, 0 in your income. You don't even have to wait until you're fully recovered from a health crash recovery. You can be okay right now, because being okay and being happy is a state of mind that you can choose. Sometimes it's hard to choose it because what you see and what you hear and what you're experiencing is not comfortable, but we all have the choice to deliberately choose to feel good and look for the good stuff. And I know this for myself. When I start to choose to do that, then I see more good stuff, I feel more good stuff, and I attract more good stuff. And the next thing you know, I'm going in the direction of good stuff. And it is really nice to come to a place where, and I'm not perfect at this either, but it come to a place where you just like, I really am basking in the knowing of I am perfectly imperfect. Okay, and that's how it's always going to be in all areas of life. And it's a very typical, like, cliche self-help quote, I guess, but to really apply it and to really like hold on to it and know it, especially in the moments where you're challenged with the triggers and the imperfections and the mess ups and the setbacks and whatnot. But at the same time, those moments, those challenging moments, are also like gold opportunities for you to choose to walk towards the path of ease, of acceptance. And that's what I'm really focused on. One of the things I'm really focused on, and I just thought I'd share. I want to know how you think of that. Do you relate to that? Is this something that happens to you? And your story. Feel free to comment down in my comment section as always. Ask me any questions. And I also have my Facebook group set up. It is growing, as there's great discussions and support going on in there, mainly for the health crash recovery journey. But it's just inevitable that the self-improvement process has just added itself, or it grew out of this health crash recovery journey, because it's so part of it. And you could email me directly. Like I said, you could check out my website, jadenchristopher.com. And I look forward to release my first teachable course of like the details, all the information that I gather for the health crash recovery journey. I will work on that I'll be very focused on finishing that course and to have it ready for you guys, those of you who are interested in purchasing that, hopefully sometime within the next 6 weeks. So I just want to continue to keep you guys updated on that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, again, reach out to me, join the conversation, and I hope you're having a thriving Wednesday, hump day, and I'll see you guys all next time. All right, bye guys.